began.
Whether they remove the subsidy or not, we will still be in problem. If they remove subsidy, they will share the money. They have already shared it before collecting it. They say for over 400 billion will go to Jonathan's government. Over 400 billion will go to state government. Over 200 billion will go to local government. They have already spent the money before they earn it. They are just fooling color day to come and supervise an empty collection.
No force on earth can stop this revolution. The fact that I am here today with my children, with all these wonderful Nigerians, send the message to Abuja and wherever they are that the struggles for which we have been planning and working all these years have now taken off.
Right, let me start with you, Deji Adeyanju. It does look like the wind is being taken off the sail of this planned protests. I mean, how many reports that we played back to back there, this group and that group pulling out, distancing themselves, you know, from the planned protests. And in spite of pleas from the president, from the lawmakers, from traditional rulers, and what have you, they're still going ahead with the protest.
Of course, protest continues. You cannot pull out of a protest that you did not organize, that you were not invited to join.
Right.
And these are just hungry people who are being paid by the government to come on air and embarrass themselves and their families. You know, so nobody's... Nigerians,
what makes you think they are being paid by government?
Of course, the government is sharing billions. I've been sharing billions in the last 3 weeks to different groups, religious people, and all kinds of people, trying to get people to frustrate their protest. But you're going to see what's going to happen all over the country on the 1st of August. The government is going to learn a bitter lesson about taking the people of Nigeria for granted.
Now, that exactly is what the government is concerned about, and those who are dissociating themselves from this protest. When you say the government will see what will happen on the 1st of August, what exactly will happen? I mean, Nigerians are expecting a peaceful...
Okay, fellow Nigerians, greetings to you all. And if you're joining, my name is Komelanti Oriahi. And of course, I want to quickly take a look at the August 1st protest and the frenzy, of course, we are seeing around the country. The protest is creating a lot of issues for the government of Nigeria and, of course, people that many could easily describe as enemies of Nigeria are beginning to expose themselves. And, of course, you just saw some excerpt just now, and as I'm sat here, as a matter of fact, in the last couple of days, I've been wondering, what is it about all of these issues with religious leaders, civil society groups, students, young people, old people, coming up to give excuses why this protest will not take place. Reclosing themselves to say they are not going to be part of it, threatening and all of that, the police, federal institutions, state institutions, everybody. And I've just asked myself one simple question. And that question is, the hardship in Nigeria today is palpable. Everybody can feel it. Garri that used to be our staple food. In fact, that one in a no-go area. The country, the economy is hot. Everybody is hurting because the economy is really bad. And all of these things affecting Nigeria today, they are not man-made. They are problems occasioned by the policies and programs of government. When we were under Muhammadu Buhari, Nigeria was bad. The one that came now, just a little over a year, on your mandate, we shall stand. Nigeria has even gone. We have now moved from frying pan to fire. Now, what is appalling is that all of these human beings that are coming out, issuing letters, releasing statements, giving reasons why protests should not take place, none of them have actually been putting pressure on government to execute people-oriented policies, to execute programs that will alleviate the sufferings of Nigerian people. None of them have actually publicly been talking to government to say, you are threading the path that will lead to self-destruct. No. Now, Nigerians have said, enough is enough. Before it gets to that point where people start chasing their neighbors to buy them for food, let us take our anger against hunger. Let us take our anger against bad policies of government, all in a bid to ensure that the corruption in government is reduced. At least let them care a bit for the Nigerian people. In this same country, we had a president elected under this very difficult, economic climate of the Nigerian state. Right before our crocodile eyes, they are apportioning billions upon billions upon billions for themselves to build and renovate a new house for the vice president, to build and renovate new houses for the Mr. President, for the wife of Mr. President. We are seeing all of them. The National Assembly, hundreds of billions to buy bulletproof cars for themselves, approved by Mr. President. In this same country where the masses are hungry, where people are dying because of hunger, we were seeing policies, implementation of programs that actually did not even take the Nigerian people for, take them into consideration. And now the people have said, we have had enough. People can't even eat. They are hungry. The economy of the nation is biting. None of FUNA come out to tell government or, just speak out. Now the people have said, we want to exercise a constitutional right, the only language of the oppressed, to say we want to protest. And all the government can do, even as we speak, as alleged, is to bring out billions. The president had a meeting with traditional rulers, and before you know what is happening, they are all releasing statements, and it's alleged that they've all collected money from this same government to quell any idea of protest. They've asked them to go to their constituencies to quell protest, to speak against protests. In fact, most shocking, the reason why I just said I would do this video, painfully, was when I was listening to these charlatans who now make up NANS, National Association of Nigerian Students, issuing statements against protest that is supposed to be a program to redeem the Nigerian state. And the question I'm asking myself is it this bad? Some of us were part of this NAS many years ago. NAS was, in fact, it was the other side of the coin of the Labour Party, of the Labour movement, standing on behalf for the people of Nigeria, standing with the people of Nigeria, representing the interest, the collective interest of Nigerian people. But NAS issued a statement to say people should not protest. For what? For what? And so when everybody is now alleging to say that anybody who's against this protest is an enemy of the Nigerian state, honestly, there is no way we can challenge that. I not just want, when they come, I not just want to talk all these many things. Just let's take a list. I want to start from that. The NAS, a press conference. Honestly, for every Nigerian student today, I'm just so ashamed of you guys. Ashamed of you guys that make up the NAS. Ashamed of the current executive of NAS. Ashamed of the NAS Senate for holding a meeting to say there should be no protest. But you guys did not issue any statement prior to when this protest plan started to call the Nigerian government to order, to hold meetings with relevant authorities to say, look, the hardship is too much. Any government that cannot cater for her people have no reasons being a government. The primary purpose of governance is the protection of lives and property, providing enabling environment for the economy to thrive. Have we seen that under this government or even the previous ones? And what have you guys done to call government to order so that we don't get to this point where we are now? If you even say you do everything you want to do to stop this process from happening now, so long as this nation is moving downward continuously and it's not stopped, if you stop protest today, you're going to have a bigger anger tomorrow. You're going to have it the day after, because nothing looks like anything. There are no signs that anything is going to get better in this country because the indices are not there. We are looking at it. All we see is corruption, 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 corruption. And yet, shameless human beings that people can easily describe today as enemies of Nigeria are the ones coming out to say there's no problem. Let us take a listen to this video, this press conference by the NAS Senate, National Association of Nigerian Students. It's a shame. Mona, listen.
The student union leadership were in Ibadan for its 84th National Senate sitting, but the issue of August 1 planned strike took the front burner. The Senate president of the student union, Akinteye Babatunde, said protests are deeply concerning due to the possibility of escalating to violence, disrupting national peace and stability, endangering lives and leading to wanton destruction of properties and lives. He said the protests lack clear leadership and specific demand and pose a significant risk to the nation if citizens fail to embrace cautions in handling social issues.
These protests lack clear leadership and specific demand. First is a significant risk to the nation if citizens fail to embrace caution in handling the social issues.
At the appropriate time, Nigerian students will come out and the nation will be aware that Nigerian students are coming out to press on their demand. But for the August 1st national protest, Nigerian students will not be part of it because we don't know the sponsors of those protests.
The student union leadership also said they know there is hunger in the country and the current economic situation should not blur the recognition of some indelible imprint of the current administration. They said while it is enshrined in the constitutional right to protest, its consequences must be considered, citing October 2020 protests, a product of NSACs, which the country has not recovered from.
While the right to protest is enriched in our constitution and is a vital aspect of democratic expression, we must also consider the potential consequence of unchecked and faceless demonstration. Reflecting on the past, the October 2020 incident, which was the product of NSACs protests, got the massive prejudice of the nation. Some of the outcome of it we are not recovered.
Despite the fact that we are not coming out for the national protest, the fact must be stated that we are hungry. The hunger is telling on Nigerian students. So we are using this opportunity with the gathering of all Nigerian students here, representing various schools, to state that the federal government should look into the issue of hunger to this our dear country.
Special advisor to Oyo State Governor who represented him at the Senate sitting, Victor Oledeji, said governorship.
I don't want more not to waste time with these guys. You see, it's a shame that these are the crop of students right now. We're not called student leaders. Back in the day, it was never like this. You understand the picture of what I'm saying now? It's a shame. I'm really, really honestly ashamed. You understand what I'm saying now? Try to establish protocols. Protest has been organized. Nigeria is hurting. Everybody is hungry. And the economy is biting. It's biting really, really hard. This one, I'm saying maybe Namuga talk. Everything is expensive. There are people who are going to bed as we speak now. They never eat, they never chop, they never know how the next meal want to come for tomorrow morning or afternoon or evening. There are people who are going to take to crime tomorrow because they no food to eat. There are people who never steal before that are going to, that are already doing it because they have no food to eat. Because the economy is so bad. And all of this, they don't be magic. They are happening because of the people we have in government, whether state, local government, a federal government. It's just the same thing. So I never expected that the Nigerian students, under the guise of NANS, will come out and issue statement like this. It's so shameful, honestly. I thought that these guys should be ashamed of themselves. They should have better just shut up, because we didn't see them before now try to reach some negotiations with the authorities. Now, this country was not this bad when Jonathan was in government. This country wasn't this bad when Obasanjo was in government. But under these two presidents, there were protests by Nigerians agitating for a better Nigerian state. Some of the people who led protests in the recent past, when Jonathan was president of Nigeria, all of them right now, padlock don't lock their mouths. Some of them are even saying no protest, but they were champions of protest back in the day. The same president on your mandate, which shall stand, was one, in fact, it's on record. It's one of the biggest financiers of protest in this country. Or just to have his own way. Now he sat there. The country is worse than he met it. Under 1 year. You want to gag people to hold protests back. It's not like you have any plans per se whatsoever to say, man, if they are not going to protest from next month, life will start getting better. There are no plans. But the people see you approving money for yourself to buy new private jets. They see you approving several billions for your wife, office, irrelevant office. Your daughter is establishing what is his name? What is it called? Establishing a branches leadership across all markets in Nigeria. You guys are siphoning this country dry. Inside this whole matter, your daughter has reached out to market women in those states to say she wants to come and establish association there that will be collecting revenue for her. They call her Iyaloja of Nigeria because you are president. And nobody inside this nation is say, this one not good, that one not good. Everybody is hot. Gary used to be a staple food. They cover many gaps because you feel easily buy them. Go try Gary now. Go try them. These same students now, when we say, man, I don't know where they come from. When some of us were students in our day, we do soak and dry. If everything just is dry, you go soak Gary. Yourself saying, soak and travel. You go soak and waka come out small, boy come out the thing don't rise small. Put small water down again. Put some Gary. Put some granite. That one will still hold you for a while. Make anybody go try right now. When we say a bag of Garis, it does skyrocket past 90,000 naira. And some human beings are standing, issuing statements in the name of religious leaders, traditional rulers, this. And to hear that you guys are doing so because you have collected money from the federal government is even more disturbing. And this has been the bane of this country. The reason why we have not been able to get our politics right. Because you sell your souls for your selfish interest, for your personal interest, for tachara money at the expense of the masses. It will be huge travesty. Because this protest is supposed to be a national protest. And the people organizing this, I don't know them, but they should be allowed to guide the process. So they say, oh, this will escalate, blah, 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 blah. Are this not already escalating? Are this not already escalating in this country? Is hunger not an escalation? That people cannot go to their farms because of insecurity? Is it not escalation? What do you people want? I also listened to Yeson Wiki. But before I go play Yeson Wiki, but may I give you some excerpts.
Began. Whether they remove the subsidy or not, we will still be in problem. If they remove subsidy, they will share the money. They have already shared it before collecting it. They say over 400 billion will go to Jonathan's government. Over 400 billion will go to state government. Over 200 billion will go to local government. They have already spent the money before they earn it. They are just fooling Color Day to come and supervise an empty collection.
No force on earth can stop this revolution. The fact that I am here today with my children, with all these wonderful Nigerians, send the message to Abuja and wherever they are that the struggle for which we have been planning and working all these years have now taken off.
Governor of the Central Bank, Sanusi, came to Lagos and said, if you don't remove fuel subsidy, Nigeria will collapse. This country is not going to collapse. Those who are going to collapse are those who are cheating the Nigerian people. When my father was fighting, I was 13 years old. I am 50 in 6 months. My son is 16. We still have no electricity. We still have no health care. People are poor. People are dying because of 10,000 naira in this country. And people are stealing. The greatest Nigerian.
For several hours, the speeches went on.
Democracy is government of the people, for the people, by the people. Who are the people of Nigeria? If we have democracy, you must listen to the voice of the people.
The government of our country has decided to impoverish us. We have decided to say no. The pump price of petroleum must revert to 65 naira.
And if anyone was thinking this was just a one-off, the protesters had this to say about that.
By tomorrow, when everybody's coming out, please do come with some mats. Come with some mats. Come.
You see, Nigerians, we could remember this. Of course, Tinubu was not in government, and Nigerians could protest. It was a language. Protest is the language of the oppressed. Whether we like it or not, this nation, the downtrodden, the poor people, the average person in this country is being oppressed. And the oppression is not coming from the blues. It's coming directly from the policies and programs of government. We are seeing massive scale of corruption in this country. The wealth of this nation is concentrated only in the hands of those in government. And the other people that make up more than 99.9% of Nigerian populace are suffering. And so, if anybody comes out now, and I love that, what's it called, daily news, you know, captured it very well, Daily Post. You know, anyone kicking against protest is your enemy. Nigerian workers, tell Nigerians. You understand what I'm saying now? Anyone kicking against is your enemy. And to have a president who will not be looking at, you know, measures to quickly adopt to alleviate the issues, you understand the picture of what I'm saying now? But rather, they are sponsoring Nigerians against Nigerians. I mean, it's a huge embarrassment. It's a huge embarrassment of the highest order. Look at this country, okay? And you begin to ask yourself, all of you know when they sing, or your mother to stand, or your mother will stand. Look at the state of Nigeria today, okay? 24 to 25 years of APC and PDP. Tell me, how better off are you as an average Nigerian? I mean, in other climes, you don't need to be super wealthy. You understand the picture of what I'm saying now? But there are nations in this world that will boastfully say they have conquered hunger. Can we boastfully say that? Can we possibly say that a country when it be say a bird when they fly for air, they go they hungry? Talk less of human beings. Then look at what is happening to us. People can afford anything. Every small sickness go for hospital like this. People don't even get money to even they say they want to go for medical treatment. People are dying like say man, now foul. They are not happening because they need to happen. They are happening because those resources that are to change the lives of Nigerians, make life better for the people. Those resources are in the hands of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, President Muhammadu Buhari, and their friends, and all of those people that have governed the state, governed this Nigeria. That is what they do. They came in, but they never even settled. They don't apportion over 20 something billion for themselves to refurbish house, to refurbish office, to change this, to change that. And I began to ask myself, were you guys sleeping in the bush before you enter government? But I know a country in this same Europe when we did so. You understand what I'm saying now? Spain, they undergo austerity. They elected one of their young presidents. As the man entered, the first thing the guy did was to collapse all the ministries. If I convert about 15 ministries, convert them into 9, mesh them together, just to cut waste. But what we have encouraged in this country is all of those things where we say go encourage corruption. That is where we are spending our money. Why we not going hungry? And now the same money that you have collected, stolen, the same money is what you are using right now to bribe enemies of Nigeria, so that you will set Nigerians against Nigerians. Then wicked opportunists come out, constantly talking. It's shameful. It's shameful that you guys don't understand the purpose why you were elected. It's so shameful, it's so painful that people place their trust in you guys, and what you give back to them is that you change the whole idea of what governance should be about. If you cannot provide proper environment for Nigerians to thrive and live peacefully, ensure that they have those basic necessities where they go make life meaningful, where are you in government? Every little on the point accusing fingers to this thing. You're not looking at yourself and the failed policies that you guys are standing on. When I listen to Wiki, shameful. Shameful.
There are politicians, they want to be in power at all cost.
At all cost. What are you doing at all cost? You just finished as a governor of Rivers State. What are you doing now in Rivers State? Are you not this you now talking about politicians? Are you not just describing yourself? Did you leave Rivers State alone? Because they just now want to say they are demanding that life should be better for them, that there should be hope in this country, that you are pointing fingers at politicians at all costs. Are you not a politician? Are you not describing yourself? Is it not what you guys do? Nonsense.
Who are these people who want to do protests? I'm just reading on social media. They have applied to me to grant the Ego Square. Do you apply to me through social media? You write a letter to the minister. I will see you. Who are you? What do you want to do? How many days do you want to spend? How much will you pay?
Just listen to an enemy of Nigeria that people are protesting to say, man, look, we cannot endure this hunger anymore. In fact, they will come apply, they will come pay, they will not come use bureaucracy, say they no, this thing is not approved. Nigerians don't need your approval to protest. You don't get it, Wike and Tinubu. They don't need your approval. It is entraced in the constitution. It is their right. What you can do as a government is to provide an enabling environment for a peaceful protest to take place. Deploy your security apparatus, police, military, whatever, to protect important areas and keep on canvassing that, look, we will listen to the terms of this protest. We will try to ensure that we bring stakeholders together to achieve a better Nigeria. You are sat there You are sat there, sitting on the patrimony of the people. You are sat there. You are comfortable with where you are sat. Your ambition never come out. You want to be president of Nigeria at all costs. Then now they describe politicians for us when you are an example of what you are describing. You just left government in Rivers State. Rivers State is unsettled because of your selfish interest. It's very annoying. Say people like you know, accident of history, some will describe. Like how they describe now how Nigerians go take protest and how they don't go take protest. It is so shameful. It is so shameful. It's so shameful. Look at now them, they are advocating, spending money, traditional rulers, leaders of churches, religious leaders, civil society groups, trying to quell a protest. And at the end of the day, after spending all of these things and all of these human beings don't come talk anything they want to talk, it does not stop the fact that there is hunger in the land. It has not addressed the issue of the hardship that people are undergoing. You don't get it? You don't get it? Anyways, more now listen to better person. Some of those people will be say he want the best for Nigeria. They just have something to say. What is there are many tapes. I not just want to dignify the nonsense that I've been saying. You understand what I'm saying now? From different quarters, particularly the ones they may call themselves religious leaders. Man, una be enemy, oh. Una be enemy because of how much? Una be enemy. Don't tell us that protest is going to disrupt Nigeria. If you want to disrupt, you're not going to disrupt. Is hunger not disrupting Nigeria? And Nigeria's not dying of hunger because government cannot provide the environment for this country to thrive. Now, so Bola Ahmed Tinubu meet the government. The other edge come out. He was the worst in history. In that 1 year, Bola Tinubu has already proven that it's going to be worse than that one. What do you want Nigerians to do? If there are people that be so docile, that the most docile people in this world, they are Nigerians. Nigerians are the only people in this world who will be saying, they're going to suffer, they're going to bear up. It doesn't happen anywhere else in this world. The only ones that they just say, man, look, they are taking initiatives. Man, no, this matter, if you chase a goat to the wall, it will turn back because you don't get anywhere past. That is where Nigerians are now. And you guys don't seem to get it. Instead of you spending money to stop protests, you rather start looking at the terms and the major term of hunger. And why is there hunger? Because you are unable to tame insecurity, because you are corrupt and we are seeing it, because you are spending the people's money on yourselves alone. Our farms are being, barricaded by marauders called herdsmen, and you're unable to clear our farms so our farmers can go back to farm and manage to bring out this food. You are sitting there saying, "Oh, you want to label the protesters when you have failed in government. You have failed woefully in government." As a matter of fact, if there's something that is good for you guys, you understand, to whether you even get any image to redeem, is to resign. If your nation has gone to this level where people are not questioning your government, what same-minded leaders do? They will resign because they cannot deliver what the people desire, what the people want, and what will be good for the nation. You guys have failed. You should know that. And when I'm mentioning I'm mentioning APC and I'm mentioning PDP. These two political parties, two sides of the same very bad coin. Look at what they have landed us into. Because you're not seeing what's happening for Kenya. Now you are all running here task-getter because it's got the capacity to happen in Nigeria. Why is it happening? It's happening because we have leadership that actually don't care about the Nigerian people. I bet more listen to Ogadeji making still talking, better person.
Right, let me start with you, Deji Adeyanju. It does look like the wind is being taken off the sail of this planned protests. I mean, how many reports that we played back to back there, this group and that group pulling out, distancing themselves, from the planned protests. And in spite of pleas from the president, from the lawmakers, from traditional rulers, and what have you, they're still going ahead with the protest.
Of course, protest continues. You cannot pull out of a protest that you did not organize, that you were not invited to join.
Right.
And these are just hungry people who are being paid by the government to come on air and embarrass themselves and their families. You know, so nobody's... Nigerians...
What makes you think they are being paid by government?
Of course, the government is sharing billions. I've been sharing billions in the last 3 weeks to different groups, religious people and all kinds of people, trying to get people to frustrate their protests. But you're going to see what's going to happen all over the country on the 1st of August. The government is going to learn a bitter lesson about taking the people of Nigeria for granted.
Now, that exactly is what the government is concerned about, and those who are dissociating themselves from this protest. When you say the government will see what will happen on the 1st of August, what exactly will happen? I mean, Nigerians are expecting a peaceful.
It's going to be
extremely.
It's going to be extremely peaceful.
Right.
Extremely. You know, Nigerians are going to express themselves in line with Section 40 of the Constitution, that Nigerians have the right to assemble, to gather, and to express their grievances at government at all levels. You know, and this is an inalienable right of every citizen of this country. The government cannot tell people when to protest or how to protest or how to complain about maladministration of the government, especially considering the fact that this president today was a perpetual protester. He's a man that has funded protests against government. He has always been in the opposition funding protests against government, you know, and basically, because he has been doing it, I don't know how someone who has been funding protests no longer wants protests when he's now in the saddle of leadership. And because karma is the universal donor, you know, it must go round, because you funded protests against the Jonathan government in 2012 when over subsidy removal. Today you have removed subsidy, and today you do not want Nigerians to protest. And they've been calling groups for the past 3 weeks to the villa, to all kinds of places, to ministries, to give them money, to go and be organizing town hall meetings.
Has
and all
your
these
group
things.
been invited?
Severally, we have. Severally. We have declined. We have spoken to some people in government, and we have told them, we said, if you want this protest not to hold, remove fuel subsidy. Bring back fuel subsidy. If you want this protest not to hold, do ABC, things that will improve the life of people, not collect money, collect dollar from people in government, and you go on television and start embarrassing yourself.
You see, fellow Nigerians, I just want to, passionately appeal. Let us not be enemy of ourselves. Because whether we like it or not, if we shy away from this protest today, tomorrow, if you collect money, you shy away. Tomorrow, that money will finish. The condition remain, will probably be worse tomorrow. Now, that time you want to say you want to come protest. No. I think that this protest should take place now. The only advice is that let's make it a constructive protest. Not be the one where the BC people, they destroy things, they loot. Let's not change the arrangement. The protest is not against ourselves, Nigerians. By the time you use your frustration, your hunger, go to attack shops, they break into this thing, that is not needed. That is derailing. If you have any anger, take your anger to the National Assembly. They are the killers of the Nigerian dream. Those guys out there. Take your anger to the National Assembly. Take it to Aso Rock. That is where you direct your anger. Don't direct your anger at those shops where they see the money. They were all in it together. So I want to personally appeal, say, man, we shouldn't do any of that. And in any case, government has a duty to protect the property of Nigerians. So they need to deploy police and security apparatus, men they just stay their lane. And it's important that policemen, I'm going to share this broadcast if you fish share and we appreciate. It's important that policemen, security, you are all in it together. All of us. When I check on our salary now, when I feel buy Gary, when I feel buy rice, do your duty diligently. The Benima says, if they send you the message of a slave, deliver the message like the son of the soil, not deliver like a slave. They will deploy you guys now, say, go and be hard on Nigerians if you're not trying. If one single soul, so I can't use God, do one thing like this, that means now I want to spoil the whole Nigeria for everybody. But I would expect that the police are instructed to protect amenities, protect the property of Nigerians, so that and advise, let there be a PA system. Let people come out and protest peacefully. I would expect that on the 1st of August, let Nigeria grind to a halt. Let Nigeria be grind to a halt, that nothing moves. No government office should open, nothing should happen. So that make all of us for one day feel the impact of the pain that these marauders in government have caused all Nigerians. I hope all of us will get sense reasonably, so that at the end of the day, we will come to a round table to decide how the matter will be the future of this country. Otherwise, whether we stop protest now, we not stop Pamu, Nigerians are already protesting in their hearts. The Benin man says, the Benin may not necessarily go and plot anything, but now one thing I did their mind. That's what it is with Nigerians today. Nigerians have not gone out, to go and plot collectively, but they know they are hungry. They know that there's hardship. They know that they have cars, but they cannot afford to buy fuel or diesel. They know that they cannot run their business anymore because there is no power, there is nothing. And all of these are things that government can provide. So, I beg, let us take our protest out against where we need to take them to. Now, people in government. Now, they hold us to ransom. Very important. Very, very important. Fellow Nigerians, I don't want me to be on too much. August 1st is around the corner. It's going to be on a Thursday. All where many Nigerians, let us be prepared. You understand what I'm saying? The Benin man says, oh yeah, I see me a woman. You must do everything to defend your land. Anyhow. These guys are decimating the Nigerian state. They have weaponized poverty. That is why it's so easy. Unless they come for a Edo state now, okay? They are boastful because all they know is they don't. In fact, I'm not even a share money sense. Unless they don't share money to people. You understand what I'm saying now? To attend rally and all those kind of things. We're already seeing that. The money that they have taken from the system, they can't give stipends to people. At the end of the day, the same people, you understand what I'm saying? Now then go and say they read the process. I think it's time we are wise. We need to start getting things right. The fact that we got this wrong, can't put one person there and say, don't care about Nigeria. People rigged for this man. People did all the nonsense they did to make sure Bola Ahmed Tinubu is made president of Nigeria. Today, what is the story like? On your mandate, we are standing. On your mandate, we are standing. On your mandate, now we stand. So this is the mandate. And the product of this mandate right now is frustration in Nigeria. As we speak now, Lagos, they don't already start to make the stop for Lagos. So they don't start. But they Thomas, I hear say a lot of this don't happen for Bode Thomas now. Protests now might even reach. People are already expressing their anger because of frustration and occasion by serious hunger. So not play, man. This is a serious matter. So my people, I will advise. I stand for the protests. I stand for a peaceful protest. I hope that we will understand that there's a purpose to this protest, and that purpose is to vent our anger, to say that we are hungry. Let them start addressing the issue of hunger from this very minute. But beyond that, say we can't go do destruction and every other thing. I really strongly appeal against that, at least for a start. That's my take. Nigerian people, meanwhile, for the part of people who they prepare say they want to do election for Edo State, not forget, APC, PDP should have no space again in our electoral environment. Not forget. That's not the prepare for Edo State election. So, the Olumide of the Labour Party taking a cue from Alex Oti of Abia State and how well he's doing. The only Labour Party governor, apparently the best governor in Nigeria today, stabilizing power, electricity in his own domain, ensuring that they are revamping and doing everything all over again, and the state is getting more stable. So let us be like Abia, and probably better Abia, by electing Olumide Akpata, our guy in Edo State. I must use that one to end now, because while we are looking at all of these people right now when they government, we must look at the future of our state, of our nation. It's important, because all these people when they go, it's transient. All this time when it's no, you go complete. You understand? And those that want hold the election now, please, not only those people, all Nigerians must support the Labour Party candidate Olumide Akpata to be elected the next governor of Edo State. We cannot afford to have a PC or PDP govern Edo State. We don't see that they don't really fight now because of desperation. They are fighting themselves because they don't carry many guns come the land. You understand what I'm saying now? They are already, we don't see that they fight, they threaten each other. But Labour Party will just be the only one that will just come and sort everything out. And Olumide Akpata is proving that man is the man, is the guy. So let's not forget, for Edo State, I will always add on to the matter, Olumide Akpata should be supported to become the next governor of Edo State. God bless you all. This protest matter will take on further. I'll come your way again. I beg, if you did there, want to share our broadcast, and I must say this, you know, there's been so much hacking taking place on our social media handles, particularly Facebook. A lot of, if you even watch my Facebook now, they move, you know, Facebook just restricts the viewership because of series of, you know, waiting some very, you know, unprogressive elements they do. You know, they want to make sure they shut our voice. Whether I close my Facebook or when I do whatever I want to do, man, we will still express. Even if not one person hear our voice, we will still keep on talking. You understand what I'm saying now? As far as we get this mouth, all you guys can do is to just continue with your hacking. No problem. We will still keep talking. You understand what I'm saying now? I know they don't even pay them. So they want to make sure they bring laptop down. That's not help. So I'm not forget those two people, please. Let's look the way for Olumide Akpata. Now our guy, now your guy is going to do it for us. God bless you. I'll see you when I see you. Bye for now.
We'll be okay.
Labour Party presents London Town Hall Meeting with Olumide Osaigbovo Akpata, Labour Party Governor.
We'll be okay.
Labour Party presents London Town Hall Meeting.
Edo people, who's your guy? Olumide Akpata. See us we dey like beans and rice. Edo people, I will never leave your side. I will never ever. I dedicate my time forever. Time to you, my people. Even if the road be rough, I know mine. Cause together we shall stand.
My people, make we all come out on election day and vote Olumide Osaigbovo Akpata, una guy, as governor of Edo State. He ready to change our story and bring better life for we and our pikin them. Vote Labour Party, the party for Papa, Mama and Pikin. Make we vote well, oh. Oludi, confirm. Now you be our guy. Labour Party, forward ever.
Olumide Akpata.
Yes.